we have a slalom champion from the Czech Republic.
The OETZ Trophy is brought to you by CC. So actually it's a kayak school, so we all the part of the organization team are kayakers, and also all our volunteers and helpers are all kayakers. So that help us to create a real event from kayakers for kayakers.
I'm Zach, this is Adrian.
Okay. The OETZ Valley is really beautiful. It has really good rivers around. I've been coming here for many, many years.
I've come here with the family since I have 2 little kids, and yeah, also biking, touring with the kids is really cool here in the valleys.
Hola, OETZ Trophy, ¿cómo estáis?
So this year for the OETZ Trophy, they actually changed up the format a little bit from all the years past on this course. The way the new format works is today it's Friday at the qualifier, which means that 80 of the men and 12 of the women are going to qualify to compete on Saturday on the upper course. And then those that qualify on Saturday in the morning, we're going to do a time trial run on the main section. And from that, we're going to cut to 32 men. And then we're going to do a head-to-head bracket, meaning that first place is going to go against 32nd all the way down. And 16 of those men are going to qualify for finals, and 2 lucky losers, meaning that the 2 fastest times of the men that didn't qualify will then get to go into finals.
From Red Bull, Dane Jackson, it looked like he handled that ramp just fine, I will have to say, in that pink Nirvana. He just skimmed right across that top pool, and look at him lay it down as he heads into this trophy drop. It's going to be tight here, a big skip and a boof. He's got to fly to beat Matthias, our paragliding kayaker friend, as he comes down on the left-hand side of TNT. He pops off the flake, lays in a strong stroke, beautiful exit out of TNT. He's got it into -1, a big boof.
But the course itself has a very big contrast compared to a lot of other whitewater kayaking events, and there's a lot less room for error than a lot of other races, so you have to be absolutely on point, and the difference between first and fifth might be the just slightest change, slightest mistake, so you can become an incredible racer here because there's no room for error.
The race course at OETZ Trophy begins with a huge ramp which sea launch into the start section.
Where you get a bit of butterflies in your head when you go down because it's quite high and steep.
From there you get into kind of a tricky little narrow booth. From there you're going to do a nice slab into flat water that is really crucial to keep your bow dry.
Either we want to sprint really fast through it, or we want to conserve our energy for the next bit, because the next bit is a little bit more tricky.
There's with the low levels, it's quite tricky to get right in between those rocks which are there.
And then there's the diagonal plate. We have to go down, keep the speed, and then there's the most dangerous and most difficult rapid this year. It's TNT.
It's the hardest, I think, at this flow. And
after that first part of TNT, you get into, at these flows, a very manky part of the course. It's got a big fan rock that you can either go left or right of, but if you hit that fan rock, you're not going to have a great time and probably piton, flip, all that crazy stuff.
And that's going to be, I think, very important to nail this one.
And then we come to -1.
You need to keep your boof stroke at the right timing to keep enough speed for the last big rapid, which is the Champions Killer.
It's called Champions Killer because you can have a really fast run until the last drop, and if you miss your stroke or if you miss your boof on that last drop, the race is over for you and you become from hero to zero.
To guess who's going to win is always quite hard because the river can take all the chances at the last rapid.
When it comes to this race course, there are so many people that can put down the run they need on that final day. Andy Bruder, of course, is the local favorite. He trains probably harder than anybody else, and he, again, is looking so fast.
I would say Zach, because he's in really good shape and he really wants to win that. And he's here since, I think, already 2 months training for OETZ Trophy. Dane, of course.
Caleb Friedenson from the US, he's in second right now after the qualifier and he is crushing it.
Michele Ramazza. Mario Leitner and Matthias Weger are for sure one of my favorites here.
But in the end, when it comes to this final, it's whoever can put down that run they need and not make any mistakes. And there are at least a dozen men that can get that winning run on Saturday.
There's a lot of fast girls this year. I think Marlena, she looks really strong on the water. She has a lot of confidence as well. Then there's also Maika, who was second last year, and she's really fast as well.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Oetztaler race. Are you guys ready to see the finals?
Good nervous, good nervous.
Next up, Matthias
Left line.
Weger.
You can see him very deliberately placing those strokes. He puts them exactly where he wants them. Wow, excellent exit out of TNT. But the one who's going to get the biggest check today is Martina Wegmann from the Netherlands.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm really happy to come out on top. The organization was really good. Like a big thanks to all the workers, volunteers, safety, everyone. It was really good.
I've raced here many times, and I came fourth a couple times, and being on a podium here means a lot to me. I think you know the key features here, like those biggest rapids here that everyone talks about. I think I nailed these lines, but I think I lost some time on that small features like that slab just in the lineup for the TNT. That was probably the loss there, and then maybe yeah, coming out of the -1 wasn't the fastest, but I was, you know, all in all, really fun run, and coming out with the podium is amazing. Matthias was, I think, today by far the fastest, and he definitely deserved the win.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to win the OETZ Trophy. I've been here since I'm pretty much a child. It was always a dream to come into the finals, and yeah, this time I just won it. I'm just so stoked to be here, and I'm gonna be here every year.
I really hope that we will go here for many more years, because there's a big dam plant in Kaunertal, and that would destroy this event, that would destroy the whole kayak sport here in this valley. And it would be super sad to not say, okay, I have another chance next year. It would be super sad if we have to say like, okay, I will do my best now, and next year there will be no more OETZ Trophy because there will be no water. That would for me be pretty sad. The sad end of an event.